Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I've created this look today. My previous looks has been all revolving around, reds. So I thought I better change it up today with this one. So I did this smoky greenish eye kind of to match my beautiful pair of earrings here, as you can see. It's from a local designer, so I'm very excited to put this on. I really like how it turned out. So if you like to see and know how I created this look, then you carry on watching. Today I'm going to be using a Longwear foundation, so I need a hydrating primer, and I'll be using the MAC Natural Radiance Base Primer. So this is going to give me a little bit more moisture, since I am using a foundation that is a little drying. Please excuse my hair. It's just going through a very crazy phase now. So I am just trying to bite it down and get through with the growing process. So as you can see, I have a lot of curly hair here, and then some hair is like straight from the keratin treatments that I've done. So I'm just waiting to get a haircut. So next I'm going to go and use my favorite color corrector from MAC, and I'm going to use this orange shade. Okay, color correcting is done. I'm going to start applying my foundation. And today's foundation is from MAC, and this is the Longwear foundation in the shade NC45. As you can see, I'm not applying too much of it because I don't need it. I just need to even out my skin tone. I'm going to do a tiny bit of shading, and I'm going to be using the one from Fenty, and this is Truffle. This is the Match Stick Trio. So I'm just going to take the darker bit. I'm going to take some color on my brush and just shade the sides. With whatever's left, I'm just going to shade my double chin. I have double chin, by the way. This circuit breaker, I've been eating quite a bit. Not supposed to, but with my surgery and all, but what else to do, right? And not moving as much as I used to, so yeah, I can see some extra pounds here and there. Okay, so I'm just going to take a tiny bit and shade my nose area because I feel like I want to do it today. Okay, I'm going to wait with my concealer. I'm going to apply that last because I'm going to go and fix my eyebrows. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I will come back and show you how I do the eyeshadow. Okay, eyebrows are done. As you can see, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow primer, and this is something new I'm just trying out. I don't know if it's going to work on my very oily lids. This is from MAC 24-hour extended eye base. So let's see if this one really does what it says. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit on my brush and I apply this all over my lid. I'm going to be using a black kohl pencil like this. This is the NYX Jumbo Pencil, much forgotten item. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to line my waterline, the upper waterline, and also close to my lid over here. Okay, as you can see, this is a very creamy pencil, so I'm just going to go and line the outer part of my waterline as well. So you can see that it's starting to get a bit messy, so I'm just going to go quickly and blend everything out. So I'm using a brush like this. Okay, this looks good enough for me. Just gonna go and do the same on the lower lash line. So the palette that I'm going to be using, there's two palettes. So this is from Makeup Addiction. It's called Sinful Eyes, and I'm going to go and take this beautiful matte green, khaki green color, so, or army green. It's called Soiled Monkey. So I'm going to use this to apply over where I have the black. Okay, as you can see, I do have some messy eyeshadow falling down on my cheek, so I will be cleaning that up. That's the reason why I didn't want to apply my concealer. So let me just put this one and blend everything out. I'm going to take a smaller pointed pencil brush. I'm going in with that same shade, and I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line. Just going to go quickly and clean my blending brush because I don't want any colors to, mix and make it look mucky. I'm just going to go in and take a transition color. Now I'm going to go in with this palette called Meadow, also from Makeup Addiction, and I'm going to be taking this shade here, and I believe this is called Sweet Peach. So I'm going to be taking this shade called Poison Ivy. I'm going to apply this on the center of my lids. For some reason that shade is not showing up at all. I don't know why. For some reason that particular eyeshadow is not coming out on the brush when it's dry. So I'm going to try and wet it a little. Just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm going to pick up the same shade again. And let's see this. Yeah, it applies much better wet than dry. Okay, I think we are done. It looks really messy. Now I'm going to go in and clean up. I'm going to use my micellar cleansing water from Sephora. I just have this sample one, so I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that. I'm going to clean away. Okay, this is done. Now I'm just going to go ever so quickly apply my color corrector, and then I'll come back and show you how I apply my concealer. Cleanup done. Now it's time to put on my concealer. I'm using the Milani concealer. This is in the shade 155 Cool Tan. I'm going to go in with my Ben Nye banana powder. I'm going to set my concealer first because I don't want anything to move. So I'm just going to take it with my wet sponge and then put it in the back of my hand to take away all that excess powder. And I'm going to set my under eye with that. The reason why I like to do it like this is it gives a sheer cover. You don't have to worry about creasing, and also when you directly take the powder and apply it on the delicate area which is under your eye, it might dry out the under eye area, and I don't want that. I really don't like the look of baking per se. When you do baking, so much of loose powder and it just looks so dry. I don't like that. So that's the reason why I do my setting this way, my setting of the concealer or foundation this way. Okay, so with whatever's left, I'm going to do exactly the same and set my foundation, especially on the areas where I get very oily. Since this foundation I use is from MAC, it's a Longwear foundation, I'm not going to set it because it does give that long wear, and by using another powder it can kind of give you that very dry look. I want a dewy, natural looking face, so I'm just going to you know, apply the powder on the areas where I get very oily. But I am going to take a darker green kohl pencil and just going to line the inner waterline. Just to finish off this look, I'm going to apply that same mossy green color, Poison Ivy I believe it's called. I'm going to apply this on the inner corner of my eye. So now I'm going to apply my mascara. I'm using one from Maybelline. It's called the Magnum Big Shot Mascara. I'm just going to give several coats of that on the upper and lower lashes. And then I am going to be using false lashes today. I'm going to be using these lashes. These are from Vivid, a local blogger, if some of you are curious to know. I will leave her link down in the description box. So yeah, these are very voluminous and bam kind of lashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the outer part a tiny bit because I feel it's just way too thick and heavy for me. Just going to cut a tiny bit on the side, and then I'm going to apply it on the outer corners to just give me that bam, not vam, bam foxy eye. So let's see how it looks. Alright, I have applied my false lashes and also applied several coats of mascara on my lower lash. So I'm going to move on and apply my blush, and you guys know this is my favorite from Colourpop. It's called Yes She Did. It's a Super Shock Cheek color. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that and I'm going to apply this on my cheeks. Just makes me so happy applying this blush because it's such a pretty color. I must say that I really like my foundation today because I didn't apply too much. I can still see my skin showing through. Okay, tiny bit on my nose. So I'm going to be putting on some highlighter, and this one is Wisper of Gilt, also one of my favorites from MAC. I'm going to apply this on the highest point of my cheeks and also just a tiny bit on my brow bone area. Okay, the tiny bit went a little too much, so I'm just going to go in with my face powder and fix that, and also my nose, the tip of my nose. So for the lips, I'm going to be using two shades. One is called Teddy Bear and the other one is called Faded, and these are from Lime Crime. So you can see I'm not really, applying it precisely, shaping my lips yet because I'm going to go in with my lip liner. I'm going to take my next color, which is called Faded, and I'm just going to apply this on the center. Before it dries down, I'm going to go in with a brown lip liner. This is BFF3 from Colourpop. Now it's time to fix my hair, put on some glamorous earrings, and I'll be right back. So did you enjoy the video? If you did, give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and click that notification button so you know when I post videos. Alright guys, I'll see you soon in my next one. Bye!